Coming up live on LiveWire, we've got a great show for you to, I mean, a really great show. Sit down, get a pencil, get something to write on, because there are so many wonderful events that are about to happen in Sacramento area that you'll be really surprised, and we have some really interesting people to talk to. So stay tuned for LiveWire right after this. Okay, with me in the studio is Deborah Banks and Jennifer Fenton. They are two people who are amassing all wonderful energies to do Breathe California and a Sacramento bike.
Advocates.
What?
Advocates.
Advocates?
Mm-hmm.
I like it. And bike means bicycling.
Yes.
Yeah.
It does.
Wow. So you were driving down the street one day in your bike, and you thought, "Gosh, I think bikes are great." What happened? How did this come to be? And tell me how it works. Okay.
Well, we decided that we are really pushing to try to get people to choose alternate modes of transportation. And one of those kind of weak spots is getting kids comfortable on bikes. Mm-hmm. And so we decided to try a bike rodeo last year. And so this year is the second annual bike rodeo.
Oh, this is great. And where's it going to be?
It's going to be in West Sacramento on Sunday, April 30th from 11 to 2.
So when you use the word rodeo, my mind goes to all kinds of nasty things with animals. So what is the rodeo part?
Right. So a bike rodeo for us is all about giving participants an opportunity to learn the rules of the road and practice those. And then we will have a nice family-friendly small course for kiddos to practice what they've just learned.
Oh, that's great. Good. And it's fascinating. The list of things here go on. I mean, it is blender bikes. I don't know what that is. It's kind of like all kind of e-bikes, family activities, live music, a mural ride. What is a mural ride?
Mural ride is when we get a group of people to come together. Wide Open Walls and other artists all around Sacramento have recently been painting walls all over town, which is fantastic.
Yes, the murals. Oh.
Right. So we're basically linking a bicycle ride up to go to see all the different murals. And West Sac recently, last year, had a number of big new murals put on. So we're going to take a bike ride to go check out the murals.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm going to rent my bike, okay?
Please do.
Okay. So adults can go?
Absolutely.
Okay. Fascinating. And I love all the people who support it here. Some of the standard people, Sutter Health, the City of Sacramento, and some I hadn't seen before, like CEMEX. That's a very interesting organization, I suppose. And all good. It's wonderful. So what is a bike valet?
Bike valet. My organization, SABA, the Sacramento Area Bicycle Advocates, works with different organizations to have bike valet. And basically what that does is we provide a bicycle service so you can ride your bike to an event, park it for free, go have fun, do whatever you're going to do, and we'll take care of your bicycle for you. It's just like a coat check, only for your bicycle.
I like it.
So at the end of the event, you've had a great time, we'll give you back your bicycle and you can ride home safely. It's really fun. It allows you to get to wherever you want to go, safely secure your bicycle, and then not leave your car at home, which is what we want.
Leave the car home, okay.
Leave your car at home.
Fascinating. And a whole idea about Breathe California. You're cleaning the air by not having us all jump in our Jeeps and run around, right?
Right. So part of Breathe California's mission is to improve air quality, which then improves lung health. And so we've been at this for about 105 years. Yeah. We've made some great progress, but there's always more that we can do. And so by encouraging people, starting as young as school-age kids to become comfortable riding bikes for their everyday needs, school, friends' houses, etc. It gets them used to the idea of riding a bike as a viable mode of transportation.
This is great. Do we have some pictures?
I think we do.
I think we
Oh,
did.
we
There,
did
I
them,
see our
or are
flyer.
we doing them? What?
Yeah, there's our flyer for the event
Oh,
and
there,
all of
right
our
there. Oh.
wonderful community sponsors. Yeah, last year we were able to have helmets donated, and so this is one of our community organizations doing helmet fitting. So
Right.
yeah, it's one thing to put on a helmet, right? But you have to have it fit properly for it to work, right?
Absolutely.
You want to take care of your melon, right? So these are,
No doubt about it.
yeah, really an important piece of the puzzle.
Yeah, really.
So another fun element is we have these mini bicycles, which we will have again this year. And these are adults riding very small bikes. It's quite comical. And so we set up a small course for them to
Looks like
ride
you could
around
fold
in.
it up and take it to work.
Yes,
can.
you could literally just put that on your shoulder and go. So it was funny to see that.
Great.
And then this is part of the, these are kids doing the mini bikes. They had a great time. So you see the regular kid-sized bikes on the right, and then the mini bikes on the left.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they had a great time.
Fantastic. So, are you two bike riders?
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
Just asking, you know.
Absolutely.
There it is, called the Breathe Bike Rodeo, or rodeo, if you will. It's at Riverwalk in West Sacramento, and that's a nice, wide area, so you can get a lot of bikes in there. I know it. Well, pretty good. I think it's fascinating that we have developed these kinds of things to deal with some of the issues that we have created as people, you know, like, blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so one of the reasons why we're doing this is because it fits into a larger month-long celebration of cycling called Maya's Bike Month. And SACOG, the Sacramento Area Council of Governments, has run Maya's Bike Month for 20 plus years or so.
Ooh.
And then they contracted that work out to us, SABA. So as the local bicycle advocacy organization, we seem to be the right place to run these events. So we're hosting events all month long. The kickoff is the Breathe Bike Rodeo, and then we're having other events. We're partnering with REI. We're partnering with
REI?
REI, as in Recreational Equipment Inc.
I see, okay.
Yep. So we're going to be partnering with them. We're partnering with a slew of different groups. We are going to have 3 big events. The bike rodeo is the kickoff. We're having a week of bike riding events with REI that culminate in a party in West Sacramento at Bike Dog Brewing. And then we also have what we call Sac La Via, which is where we're closing down part of Del Paso Boulevard from Arden Avenue up towards El Camino. And we're going to have a big street festival all about cycling and, again, vendors and family-friendly fun stuff, yoga, all in the street. So instead of this, which is in a park on Riverwalk, we're taking over the street, closing the street down, and going to have a blast on that
That's
street.
so good. That's
Yeah,
so good.
yeah.
I think it's wonderful. And I think that if people want to know about this, they can just Google the words Breathe California.
They can, or better for us,
Yeah.
is Maya's Bike Month. The whole idea of Maya's Bike Month is to log some trips, and you can earn prizes. We've got e-bikes, cargo e-bikes to give away to people that join in the fun. Log an account with mayasbikemonth.com, and then once they do that, they log a trip. So let's say, Ray, you went for a bike ride and you went to your local grocery store. You'd get on and you'd log your trip, say, oh, I rode my bike 2 miles for fun or for pleasure or for the grocery, and that would then put you into prize opportunities to possibly win an e-cargo bike from Yuba, which is awesome.
Deborah and Jennifer, thank you so much for coming to talk to me about these events.
You're welcome.
They
We're
sound like
excited.
they're really fun.
We hope to see you out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking forward to it.
Okay, we have to take a short pause for the cause, and we're going to be back with LiveWire right after this.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how's sketches? Ready? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes. Look at that. You didn't even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you got to get it trending.
No, you're doing it wrong.
Let's go.
Can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
Hey, thanks for coming back. This is another treat. This is working with the Sacramento Women's Chorus, has lots of events throughout the year. And with me is Carol Pascaline and Robin Ritchie. And Robin, you're the one that really pounds the drum, right?
I am. Well, I wave the baton. I'm the artistic director for Sacramento Women's Chorus.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. The Sacramento Women's Chorus has been around for a long time and has a really great reputation.
Thank you. What is this, our 36th year?
36th
Yeah,
year.
it's been around for a long time. I've been with the chorus now. This is going into my 14th year. So obviously, I love it. I love the chorus, and I love what we sing and do. So
Well, I understand that the quality of the singing and the work is high. This is, I say this from my mother and my wife, who are both singers, and they really are choosy about where we go.
oh, well, thank you.
Well, you're welcome. So tell me about what's happening. What's the event going to be like? Picture it for me.
Well, we're performing at the Sophia Theater, the B Street Theater downtown on May 6th at 7 p.m. Our concert's entitled Still I Rise.
What day of the week is that?
That's Saturday.
Saturday at 7 p.m. at the
Yes.
Sophia. Okay.
Yeah.
And where's the Sophia again?
It's where the B Street Theater is.
Okay.
Downtown.
That's a good.
Yeah.
It's a nice building.
Yes, beautiful facility.
Yeah. Okay. Good. And the women who all take part in this, they audition and they come to you. What's the steps it takes to get into the chorus?
Well, we do have an easy audition process, but they have to be able to sing in tune. That's the biggest thing,
In
being part of a
tune.
chorus. In tune singing is a priority.
A sharp.
But it's a love of singing, and honestly, it's a commitment to better themselves as they go. Some of them have come into the chorus and haven't sung since high school, and we're talking many years, but that's okay. You don't have to read music. It's really a love of singing and an interest in singing better each time. And that's one of the reasons why we're able to maintain the high quality I think that we do.
That's great. Well, it leads me to my previous question, which was, what's online? What am I going to hear?
Well, our concert is concentrating on women's issues, empowerment. We're focusing on the missing and murdered Indigenous women in North America. We have 2 songs we're singing about that. And the title of our concert is Still I Rise, based on the Maya Angelou poem, and it's a song,
Yeah,
a
it is.
song of her poem, which is really fun.
Really fabulous. So the Sophia is really a fine place, and it is on 2700 Capitol. And I had that mixed up this morning. I was like, Sophia, where is that? Oh, that's over there. Even though I've been there a few times. So, okay. So the women's chorus then auditions folks, and you do throughout the year 2 or 3 major public events, correct?
We do. We have a big spring concert, usually kind of addresses the mission statement. Our October concert is sometimes a little bit more fun. We have an October concert coming up now that's going to be sort of Broadway themed, which is very different for us, but going to be a lot of Broadway tunes that people recognize. And then we do a community holiday performance and sing along.
This is great. It's a community holiday thing. How about Guys and Dolls, you know?
You never know what's going to. You have to come to the show. You might
you'll
just
have
be
to
in
see.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, it is fascinating, and so people can get tickets online by how? How do
They can go to the SacramentoWomen'sChorus.org website,
Uh-huh.
or they can go to the B Street website, bstreettheater.org.
Well, they threw up a sign there. Look at that. Okay.
There it is.
Oh, we have some B-roll of some singing?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
let's
this is
have
from
a-
our spring
let's-
concert last year.
Well, B-roll is I should have said we're going to show you something like that.
This song's
Here we
called Get It Girl.
Wah.
She did it again. Mama, she's gone, living with pride.
Great. So that's Sacramento Women's Chorus, and they're going to produce a show called Still I Rise at the Sophia Theater, coming right up.
Yes.
Yeah, May 6th. May
Good,
6th.
good. Well, thanks for coming on by and talking to me about all of this. I think it's
Thank you.
really kind of wonderful. And it's a nonprofit organization, correct?
That is correct.
We are a nonprofit organization.
Okay. And there's some still photos that we still have. We can have a look at those.
Yeah, we
Can you narrate
participated.
this?
Sure.
Okay, here we go.
We participated in the Sacramento Pride Festival in June of last year and sang with the Sacramento Gay Men's Chorus, and we had a wonderful time. And we'd like to, participate in a lot of Pride events. We're an LGBTQ chorus, a member of the Gala Choruses organizations.
Okay. Next
Yeah.
picture, please. Or is that it?
That might be it.
no,
That's our. There's our
that's
poster.
this picture. That's really alive. I like it
Yeah.
here. I'm gonna keep.
Great.
That's great. Okay. Well, thanks for coming on by, and I wish you well on your journey and all of the music that's happening. So we'll be there or be square. And let's say one more time when it is. May 6th.
Saturday, May 6th, 7 p.m. at the Sophia Theater, Sacramento.
Okay.
We'll look forward to seeing you.
Pow!
Pow.
Okay. Okay, we're going to take a short break, pause for the cause, and we'll be back. We're going to talk about puppetry. Very important subject. See you then.
STEM is the discipline of hard numbers, precise, no margin for error.
Dare to forget that. Dare to have fun with it. Get weird with it. Dare to get messy or just mess it up. Dare to program something internet breaking, record breaking. Dare to blow their minds. Dare to try. Dare to fail. Dare to keep daring. Dare to learn the difference between organic, sedimentary, and non-foliated metamorphic rock. Get outside, find those rocks. Dare to be homeroom famous, a high school fable. Dare to send those old STEM theories flying past the neighbor's house into outer space. And for the love of STEM, dare bigger. Dare to code, dare to invent, dare to explore, dare to STEM. Check out Chic and STEM to get started.
Conway
Yep.
and
Corinne.
Corinne, the Jumpin' Seas.
Yep.
Tell me, it's an amazing. I love puppetry, and I've always really enjoyed it. As growing up, my parents they loved puppetry too, and I go to puppet shows actually, and I worked for the Renaissance Fair for years as a director and hiring puppets, puppetry. You know, there's some people, and I love there was one guy that walked around wearing a puppet house. You know, I mean, all you could see was his feet.
Mm-hmm.
So he was inside this puppet house, and he would, you know, pull the string and and his puppet characters would come up, and he'd do them.
Well, we got involved with puppets for basically with Burmese children, 4-year-old Burmese children, and these were donated by a great puppet maker, Folk Manis, and they donated these beautiful puppets, big dragons and all sorts of things, and we would take them to Cambodia, Burma, India, Thailand, and
Really, I could see it all there.
and I mean we really went to we really went for a lot of different reasons, but we would build eye clinics and schools and like that. But one thing that we try to do when we go to these places is bring some joy and laughter. And these kids have seen some really horrible things and live in poverty and like that. And so it's like if we can go and do a rap or a little fairy tale, and I mean they love it. And then after we do our puppet shows. Sometimes at orphanages, at schools or whatever, they get to meet the puppets, which they just they don't even know that there's somebody attached to them. Really, they're to them they're alive, and it's
Sure.
beautiful. experience.
Amazing. Were you puppeteers before you decided to pick up the puppet?
Absolutely not. we're very amateur, but we have fun with it, and the kids love it.
We know
Oh,
each
okay.
other. We know each other through a nonprofit organization, a 501c3, that does service projects all over the world. You were just reading.
So
some
I
of
see,
that,
Turkey,
right.
Thailand, Cambodia, and all of that. So
Right.
do you choose to go to these countries to do this work because of the economy?
Right. Just looking overseas, we've gone when there's been, say, the war in Syria. We went to the border of Syria. We went to Turkey and worked with some schools there with the Syrian refugees. We were in Thailand with the Burmese refugees some years, several times there. But also in the States, we've gone where there have been natural disasters. So a number of, started really with Hurricane Katrina, but then we've gone to help after hurricanes do some rebuilding
Yes.
in North Carolina.
And Florida, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. So sometimes based on some tragedy that's happening in the world or a war that's happening in the world, and then hooking up with the kids with the puppetry.
Are there some photographs or something? Can we have a look at some pictures of your work?
Yes, hopefully.
There we go. Pictures. Poof. Poof.
Let's see, the top there. The top is the border wall. Recently, we were in Yuma, Arizona, visiting asylum seekers trying to cross into the U.S. They were not crossing illegally into the U.S. These are people who've come from Central America, from South America, from Asia. We met some people from China, from really all over the world, trying to...
Russians, there are some
yes,
Russians.
Yes,
Yeah, the
whole,
Russians who,
whole area where they cross.
yeah.
So trying to get to the U.S. and turn themselves in to the Border Patrol and get listed as asylum seekers and hopefully get a hearing to possibly become legal citizens.
Yes.
So that's the first
And
layer
sometimes
there.
when they arrive, they don't have warm
Okay.
clothes or food or whatever, so we'll bring them food and try and make it a little bit more
Right.
humane and comfortable for them.
So the pictures, what's that, all those faces down there in the middle right?
Middle right
Oh,
is
middle.
Cambodian kids.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's one of the
Cambodian
puppet
kids.
shows. Both those in the section there.
We do. One of
are-
the puppet shows we have is with a dentist, and we shoot a squirt gun over at the kids, and so they love it. They think it's like a water drill or something.
And then the bottom there is in the last year or two, we've worked with the Afghan refugees who have resettled in Sacramento.
As a large population has been resettled of Afghans in Sacramento, and they show up at 10 o'clock at night, and maybe they have a suitcase, and they do get an apartment, but there's nothing in it. There are no beds, there's no kitchen.
No cooking supplies.
So
yes,
we go
nothing.
in, the day before and
So
and
if
set it
people
all
wanted to
up.
see what you do, are there something coming up with that we can do that?
Yes, thank you. May 2nd, that's a Tuesday, at the Clara Auditorium, and we will be showing
At 7 p.m.
7 p.m. a video of 30 years, really, of these service projects from all over the world, and then speaking about sort of what we've learned in the process. So some extraordinary pictures, some puppetry, and some stories.
Good.
So-
Some puppetry, okay.
Yeah, during the pandemic, we weren't traveling, and we weren't doing these trips. So we took the puppets and we started putting out messages and perspectives that we've learned and putting them on YouTube and like that. So
I see.
that was really good. But we actually didn't start as a social work or a service group. We got together to study ourselves and what's in the way of being a conscious human being, what's in the way of being a giving or kind person. And I believe that's a natural, that our natural capacities are kindness and patience and like that. So if we aren't manifesting that, there's something in the way. If we're blaming, it's in the way. If we're a child isn't born, they don't come into the world blaming. They learn that from their parents, their teachers, the news, the movies, and all like that. So we make a study of that, and doing this service work, we realized, you know, the world needs it. It's so clearly, we're so fortunate. So many people are in need and less fortunate than ourselves. And when we do these trips, you know, they get the benefit, but we also get the benefit because we have to really work together. I mean, it's very clear their need is there, and if we have obstacles and we're blaming each other, we can't communicate with each other, they're paying the price for that. And so it's a little bit of a pressure cooker to learn that. And
Sure.
you know, I'm wondering maybe we could do a little puppet thing here.
Why don't
about
you do it?
Yeah,
Like one
about
Okay.
yeah. We have so we have a
Who are
little
these
puppet rap.
characters? And where did you get them?
Well, from Folk Manus donated them to us. They're a Bay Area puppet maker, and they heard about the service work we were doing, and they donated all sorts of puppets to us. And so we're going to do a rap that Corinne wrote, and it's a funny, light thing about blame, but you know, blame manifests in a lot of little subtle ways, and it's much more pervasive than we think. You know, like if the sun's in our eyes, we're annoyed and we blame the sun for being in our eyes, but you know, and if somebody doesn't smile at us, we think, hey, you know, give me some respect, give me some regard. But you know, so if we get free of that, there's a lot of giving can come from being free of that obstacle.
Excellent.
Okay.
You forgot the tickets, you're so lame.
Well, you were no help, so you're really to blame.
Well, if blame is a boxer, you're Muhammad Ali.
If blame is a plant, you're a redwood tree.
If blame were a painting, Picasso'd be your name.
If blame were a trophy, you'd be the Hall of Fame.
And if blame is a magic trick, you'd be Houdini.
If blame's a kind of yoga, you're Kundalini.
If blame's a bit of water, you're floating in the Nile.
If blame were a foot race, you're the 3.43 mile.
If blame's a competition, you're Olympic Games.
If blame is a basketball, you're LeBron James.
If blame were an outfit, you'd be a ball gown.
And if blame were a joke, you'd be the class clown.
Well, if blame is a pop star, you're Taylor Swift.
And if blame were a makeup, you'd be a facelift.
If blame is a rocket, you're the Mars mission.
And if blame's a bad law, you are prohibition.
If blame's a secret agent, you'd be 007.
And if blame is classic rock, you are Stairway to Heaven.
Well, if blame is a planet, you're the Milky Way.
I'm thinking maybe
We've said enough today.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Conway. Thank you so much, Corinne.
Thank you.
You two are too much. Okay, that's it for today. We'll see you next week on LiveWire, and you'll meet people like this serving Sacramento and the world. We'll see you then.